Okay, I'm gonna go call it quits soon. 2, 3, 4. I don't actually remember what I'm even looking for. Sapphires. I'm just gonna look this up. Cerulean Dagger. An assassin's dagger, misshapen and stained in cerulean. Critical hits restore FP. This charm is modeled. It's a fucking charm, not a weapon. It's a talisman. They restore 15 focus points. This charm is modeled after the darkly gleaming blades used in the Night of the Black Knives, those which gave to demigods their first taste of death. Small weapons like daggers that normally perform a single stab switch to a double hit animation on large enemies. This will activate the effective talisman twice. Weapons that trigger this and similar talismans more than once, all colossal weapons, have yet to find any outside of this class, does not work on trolls or Melina. So yeah, it's a talisman. No wonder I couldn't bloody well find it. Crab. Oh, just I open it. We'll cut this down, it shouldn't be an issue. I think I fought this one before, so it's named Cemetery. Honestly, with the look of it, it makes me think of a smaller version that one. Kingdom Hearts boss. And again, that's not maligning. I loved Kingdom Hearts as a kid. Twinsage Sorceror Ashes. I love Kingdom Hearts as a kid. It's a fantastic game. Like, I've only played 1 and 2. None of the spin-offs or 3. Is there 4? I think 4 is just announced, but not out yet. I haven't played that now, so only 1 and 2, and I love both. They're both fantastic. Played the shit out of them. But something about it just makes me think of, maybe the first boss of Kingdom Hearts 1. I know that's the giant shadow guy, but no. Suddenly maybe it's just shadow enemy. But I suddenly had him flashing before my eyes. Obviously there's vast differences between them. I just end up remembering it. Spirit of Orion will carry a sorcerer wearing a stone crown. Those who study the Twinsage Conspectus are the Academy's elite, capable mastering the Glintstone, Comet Shard, and Crystal Burst sorceries. He's gone, and so is the chair. He broke it. As is Heya. Okay, I think I know where they've gone.
Greeting, are you here for...
Oh. The hell?
Finally, it is returned to its rightful place. The stolen Hallowbrand of the exalted noble. And now, I must bid you goodbye as well, though I ask you deliver this message to the Round Table Hold. I am Heya. Deathbed companion, Hark Round Table. Disturb not the death of Godwyn, the exalted. We who humbly live in death, live in waiting. To one day, welcome our Lord. What right does anyone have to object? Our Lord will rise. The Lord of the many and the meek.
These bell-bearing, twinned helm, armor, gauntlets, and greaves. The two known as D are inseparable twins. They're 2 bodies and 2 minds, but 1 single soul. Not once do they stand together. Not 1 word do they speak to one another. Perhaps this armor longs to find its way to the other day. So, about, not disturbing his rest, I probably did as much as I can do. These bell-bearing found upon his perished flesh. Where's Ruger then? Has that gotten brighter? Oh, Mogwin Palace.
Oh, so that's where the so-called Lord of Blood was hiding himself, eh? A fitting little squat for that deluded maniac to bleat about the revival of his precious dynasty, while he turns our fellow tarnished into bloody fingers. Let him stay there. That way, his delusions will remain as they are, distant and unattainable. But perhaps it's worth looking into. If what I've heard is right, then maybe. Ah, my apologies. Lost myself for a moment there. The information you shared is of great value. As promised, your reward. And it is a wondrous thing indeed. You are a true fellow. All I ask is that you remain constant.
Fervor's cookbook tree. I wish he finished his point. Bewitching branch. And I think that was one of the gifts you could get at the start, and it's... I think it had use, but it was limited or something? I don't remember. Like, my ass and leg are going to sleep. Here's some passage. But it's absolutely not. I was imagining there'd be something there of some sort. sure where the other D is. Apparently, if I'd continued his questline, I could have summoned him for help on the gargoyles, and maybe summoned him for here, I'm guessing. But he's not exactly available to talk to now, is he?
Ah, there you are. I knew you would come. What is it you intend? To deny us and our ways, like the dogmatic brutes of the Golden Order?
Hmm. What am I even looking at? It looks like design on gear there. This guy is apparently fuck huge, so maybe that really is him extended under the capital. Well, under the castle far to the south.
Ah, I knew you. What is it you intend to deny us, like the dogmatic?
I'm gonna say yes here. And no, that's right. Next time round, I'll say no.
I see. Then you must kill me, for I am the companion of Godwyn, Prince of Death. I wish to be a mother to those who live in death. So it is that any loathing, any hatred that overshadows them, I must bear, as a matter of duty, with my own flesh. Go on, kill me. You deny us, do you not? Because we deign to live in death, and wish our Lord to rise to glory.
Can I fight Godwyn? I'm gonna look this up. Can I fight him? Can I fight him? No. Spa sports. These twin brothers meant to be here. Lichdragon Fortissax? Age the Duskborn. Curse Mark of Death. Like, I'm reading spoilers here, and I have no idea what's going on. I could apparently give that to her? Bringing back the Curse Mark of Death will nearly end her quest. After you give it to her, she'll give the player Radiant Bachoun's Blessing. Exhaust her dialogue upon reloading, she'll be asleep. Spectrum will let you enter the deathbed dream to fight Lichdragon Fortissax. Winning it will pick up the Mending Rune of the Death Prince, which will allow you to obtain an alternate ending. After acquiring the rune, you can give the twinned armor sets to Dee's brother. Upon returning, you'll find her set next to her. Reload. The brother will be behind the twin set you gave him, as well as the inseparable sword. Killing him will also get you sword set, armor set and sword. Okay. No, I've changed my mind. You can live.
Go on, you deny it. Because you are an odd one. I am the guardian of those who live in death. They call me a foul and rotten witch. Yet you still wish to be held by me?
I do appreciate that I can pivot the camera here. I wish I could do it more conversations. Because so often, like, you look at the NPC, but then they gesture something off screen, you know?
Have you ever seen a Hallowbrand? When the first of the demigods died, his flesh was marked with the half-wheel wound of the centipede. Godwyn's Hallowbrand has since been recovered at the Round Table Hold. But there is another Hallowbrand out there somewhere, and I must find it before the time comes we receive our Lord. When Godwyn died, but another exists. Another mark in the shape of the half-wheel wound of the centipede. And I must find it before my hands will be dirtied once more by the deed. Will you still let me hold you, even then?
I thought she's repeating herself. Apologies. This will unlock another ending. Do I want to do that? How does the game handle multiple endings? Yeah, I'll leave it till next time. Then I fucking again. I really want to fight the Lichdragon here. Okay. Elden Ring ending clash. Okay. I I don't want to see what the endings are, but it's just like... I have no idea. I'm trying to look it up, seeing like, okay, I have Rani's ending in the bag right now. But I could also get... this is apparently an ending as well. So what happens if I get them both? You know? There might be an additional step to it. Okay. And so if I take Rani's step, then it focuses on Rani's side. I'll be sad if I get their ending instead of Rani's, because I focused on Rani, you know? I may just have to run the game again straight away. I don't want to. I have no, I don't know how you say the game's name, but that's Souls-like. I have the Vampire one, not Anime Vampire, Dark Souls. I have that one. Think of one or two others floating around that I wanted to get to after this, so I don't want to go straight back into Elden Ring again. And before I hit up Elden Ring again, I kind of want to get back, finish Dark Souls 1, do Dark Souls 2 again, do all Dark Souls 3's endings, do Sekiro's other endings, you know, just go finish everything else off. Get an ending in each of them, and then just finish them off. So meaning I'll do multiple Dark Souls 3 runs back to back, the 2 or potentially 3 Sekiro runs back to back, and then potentially numerous runs of Elden Ring back to back. But that would be kind of lethal. It would be bad enough with the others, but this is a different beastie, you know?
This is the other Hallowbrand. How did you... Oh, my utmost thanks. With this, Godwin can take his rightful place as first of the dead, and claim a second, illustrious life. You are our true champion. And though I can't be of any use to you, can I hold you tight? If only for a moment.
Radiance, with Mo-Chen's blessing.
I will soon lay with Godwin, and it will surely stir within me the new life of the Golden Prince, and first dead of the demigods, as the rune of those who live in death. Please, do one thing for me. Brandish this child, my rune, and take for yourself the throne. Stay the persecution of those who live in death by becoming our Elden Lord. I will soon to conceive. Brandish, stay the by become.
Okay, so as long as they don't become Elden Lord, it's all good. I'm gonna be heading to bed now in a sec, so... this place down here. It's on the map for the Wake of Rot, so it does feel very much connected. But maybe I know that was just incidental than anything else. What's going on? I know, I'm looking at guides a ton, but it's just like... Yeah. Okay, I haven't exhausted her dialogue, that's where I went wrong. I just wanted to set up for the fight for next time. I thought I have. Then again, maybe that's not the area reloaded.
This is goodbye, my dear, but I am satisfied. I choose to lie with Godwin of my own will, not the remains of one chosen for me, and I will bear a child who will inherit your warmth too. What greater blessing could there be but to be born a deathbed companion?
Seems that from the guess of this, it's not just they give comfort to the dying, but they can actually somehow they can take health from those that are well, and then give the dying a second life, either revitalizing the person or somehow she's gonna lie with this god and give birth to a rune. So it's just like it's weird.
I am satisfied. I choose, and I will inherit. What greater?
I'm just that impatient. Okay, let's see what the dragon looks like. Sorry, I need to go to bed early, but at the same time, it's just like, just a bit more, just a bit more. I have no idea where the soft cap is anymore. I'm just keeping an eye on the damage increases, and once it starts going down, then I'll give up on dex. Let's hope we're a stable sleeper. Move. This is pretty damn cool. Alright, heal. Thank you. My greatest enemy here has just been my own inaccuracy. Lichdragon is actually pretty weak. Actually isn't taking that much damage from my hits. Like, each hit isn't doing heavy damage, but it's still taking off a fair chunk of hit points. There must be a phase 2 or something. Couldn't target it, so it's hard to... Heal. Fuck off, Genshiro. Heal again, just be safe. Remembrance of the Lichdragon. Okay, that went shockingly well. It is said a deathbed companion will produce a blessing of this kind for a champion but once in her entire life. The sole blessing with which she imbues of her own volition. Protection of a hidden temple in the guise of a bedchamber. This blessing is of the utmost rarity, lasts longer than a mere favor. The favor allows one to forget any aches and pains. In death there's only peace, and for in death there can be no sensation. Remembrance of the Lichdragon, Fortissax, hewn into the Ard tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. After Godwyn the Golden became the Prince of Death, the ancient dragon fought long and hard against death within its companion. The ancient dragon fought long and hard against the death within its companion. The last victory was never achieved, and its only reward was corruption. Mending rune of the Death Prince. She's perished now. Can be used to mend the shattered Elden ring. Rune gestated by Heya the Deathbed Companion, used to restore the fractured Elden ring when brandished by the Elden Lord. Formed of the two Howlbrand half-wheels combined. It will embed the principles of life within death into order. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3. Getting tongue-tied. Formed of the two Howlbrand half-wheels combined, it will embed the principle of life within death into order. The Golden Order was created by confining destined death. Thus, this new order will be one of death restored. I remember the friend was explaining that the reason why there's hollows here is death was sealed away, so no one can die, but without the Elden Ring, no one can live. Those that are sane are because they keep popping the runes to keep their sanity around. Like souls. So this one will be where people can finally die again. But then living in death and all that.
Prince of Death, take a good long look. See the wrath of the Golden Order, the Order's justice writ in blood. This is what's become of your precious witch. Naught but expired meat and bone. This is a proper death, oh prince. Look at this rotten hole. No more children can be got from this useless flesh. Behold, your mother is dead. This is revenge, you witch, and you ghoul. This is the wrath of D.
And I was honestly operating off the idea that she was already dead. Maybe she was just collapsed of exhaustion.
Hello. The rotten witch is dead. The Golden Order unsullied. Now I can look my brother Darian in the eye. Honeyed rays of gold, deliver my spirit. Darian, now I have no regrets. Honeyed rays of gold, deliver my spirit. Darian, honeyed.
Fierce hood and robe. Hood of black court that covers the whole head, worn by Heya, the deadbed companion, on her journey after being exiled from her home. The fabric itself is soft as silk. The fabric itself is soft as silk, and thin enough that those can embrace can feel every pulse, every bit of her warmth. Inseparable sword. And the setback. I'm not sure if he just discarded the armor. I think the implication here is that he feels his task is done and he kills himself. Probably, like, the two brothers were inseparable. He just wanted to avenge him and then send himself off to be with his brother. What was it? Two souls? Two bodies, two minds, but one single soul. Not once do they stand together, not one word do they speak to another. I've so much editing to do. I'm trying to make a joke there, or not a joke, but a... You know how they're saying there are like two minds, two bodies, but one soul. You know, there may be a point to that. While the other guy was alive, the dude here in the aqueduct was just non-responsive. Took a little bit after the dude's death, but then he's, up and active and, raring to go. So, maybe there is something to the one soul thing. But anyway, the sword. Here we go. A sword forged by compounding silver and gold. A sacred weapon to those who hunt. A sacred weapon to hunt those who live in death. Deals holy damage. The inseparable twins found solace in the Golden Order, the only institution not to revile them as cursed beings. Accursed beings. Sacred blade. Grants the armament attacks holy essence and fires off a golden blade projectile. The armament retains its holy essence for a while. So, okay, did not hate them as accursed beings. So, no wonder they're zealots for it. It's the only people that ever accepted them. So, yeah, maybe there is actual legitimacy in them sharing the one soul. Like, that one guy was completely unresponsive, except for some moaning. Once the armor was delivered, it took him a bit, but he kicked into gear. Then suddenly he's as verbose as the other D was. After, being, struggling to even speak. So, maybe there is something to it. Jeez, you get a ton of vitality with this. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you join me again soon. If you like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. But until next time, love and peace, baby. We are approaching the end of this game. We are approaching the end. And then I have so many other runs to do. But I do want to go kill the Lord of Blood, and I believe there is another one to kill? I'm not really sure what to do with the assassin's marks now that she's after I'm scraying. And I can't talk to him.
There are 4 more Demi. Nicola of the Halig Tree, the Unalloyed, his twin, Melania, the undefeated Lunar Princess Rand. Rani is said to have saw here at the Hold. If you should learn any, I'll trade you fine. We both desire to stand before the Elden Ring, and as such.
Okay, so Melania, Maquilla, and everyone. To get Maquilla, deck this Halig Tree. Okay, I was hoping that would tell me, but it doesn't. Old Knight Istvan. Did I get the guys confused? Elden Ring Istvan. This sign is just outside the Demi-Human Chief boss arena in the coastal cave, as long as he's not killed. If he wizened tarnished survive to this day. Oh, so I could have summoned him to help with the Demi-Human Chief duo boss. So, I ended up not, it took a moment, but it ended up not needing it. But still. Rossus is like and give them form. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. But until next time, love and peace, baby.